John, another good game from you. Disappointment to come away from the point, especially with a contentious offside flag towards the end?
Yeah, always disappointed whenever you don't win, but you learn from young, if you can't win, you don't lose. So I know second half was a bit slower, so it's just one of them. We take the point, we move on, you never know. It might come back to, be a really good point come the end of the season. We've got a good home record and we didn't let that slip again today, so we take it and we move.
Yeah, it's a real quick start. I think in the 30 seconds you and the number 3 Ralph got on a bit of argy-bargy. What happened there?
Oh, no, I love it. That's stuff that I do, stuff like that just to get me going. The tackle was a bit high, but I just need something to get me pumped up. Like once I realise he goes back at me, then I feel like, yeah, now we're in a game. You know what I mean? So it's just a personal thing, that really.
And then it was satisfying to beat him for your goal. Talk us through the goal, because it was a bit of a special one.
Yeah, it was good, to be fair. It's something that we work on all the time. Striker drop down if you can round the corner. It was a good one. I think always saying be more selfish. Be more selfish and stuff like that. So once I seen that I was in front of him, I knew he couldn't bring me down, or else he was going to get a red. So it was all about then keeping my composure, which I was in a flow state. So I kind of knew I would score because my confidence is high. So
you didn't have a boot on as well. That's
yeah.
That is something, isn't it?
I felt like for the first half I didn't play with a boot. It kept coming off every 2 minutes, but yeah, it's when you save a story for the kids. Remember, you know what I mean? Like, it's a little story. Remember when I scored with no boot? You know what I mean? That'll go down in Forest Green history. No, I'm joking. But yeah, no, it was nice. It was good to get a goal, good to help the team.
But did it make a difference? You literally scored with your sock. Has that any difference to the finishing, or is just? I guess with boots nowadays they are quite thin.
Tell you what, it did make a difference too. I had a cold foot for the rest of the game. My socks were soaking, but no, I don't think it did. Didn't even feel like I was playing with boots anyway, so it's one of them.
You said that you've got confidence too at the moment. I think the gaffer said as well. You seem to be improving game on game, and it's certainly showing on the pitch. Yeah,
like I said, a few weeks back we had a chat, and it kind of kicked me up the backside a little bit in my own head. I feel like every day, every training, every game now, I have to prove why, one, he brought me back, and two, why he plays me, why I'm playing at the moment. So, and the greatest compliment is, the players who are not playing, they push, and then you have to stay on top of your game, because it's a manager that's not afraid to make subs, not afraid to make the big calls. You know what I mean? So, when I wasn't starting, I was pushing the players, and it's nice to be on the pitch, but also it's nice to get that push, because you need that in a squad. You know what I mean? You can't have 11 players all season. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's nice, it's good.
It's been a tough couple of weeks. The travel to Yorkshire, the illness has gone through the club, the late runs after York, the Tuesday after. I guess it's quite nice to have that rest coming after the game today.
Yeah, it was good. It was good, to be fair. I think the manager knows, he's quite sensitive to stuff like that. When he thinks we need a rest, he'll give us a rest. When he thinks we don't, you know what I mean? Like, we'll be working and stuff like that. So after the 2 weeks we've had, 4 games, it's been tough. It's been tough. And buzzing for the boys, you know what I mean? Like, we've all got through it. We've all stuck together. We spent a good time away together. So that'll just push us on. We're getting closer. That'll just push it on for the rest of the season. We'll need everyone.
Just a word on the gaffer's 1000th game as a football manager. That's a huge achievement for him.
That's crazy. If you see me at 1,000 games, never, not a chance. 1,000 games, let alone playing and managerial. It's probably on 1,000 plus playing and managing. Never. You won't see me in football for that long. So fair play to him. 1,000 games. 1,000 games putting up with us lot. Do you know what I mean? That's crazy. Fair play to him. Yeah.
It takes a lot to get to that 1,000 games, but I think the way he does seem to manage the players, he's obviously backed you. He does. I bet it's quite intense to work under him, but I bet he does certainly have his results, and he improves players as well. Yeah, no, he is intense, but I feel like it's one of them when you get to grips with the way he works and what he demands from you as a player, as a person off the pitch as well. I feel like you can only improve, really. You know what I mean? Sometimes you have to just listen and take in information,
I think once you do that and you get to grips with, everything going on around the place, I feel like you can only improve under him.